What's going on, guys? Jordan here, coming at you again with a brand new episode of Beer Views. Tonight we're going to be doing a revisit of Coors Light. Now, before we get into the beer review and all that, I just want to say or explain why I haven't made a video in about a month. And I was starting to make videos pretty regularly until the whole COVID-19 crisis hit, and obviously, if you look behind me, there's a little bit different scenery. Me and my girlfriend actually just moved into a condo about 4 or 5 days ago, something like that. And for the past month, we've been trying to find a place like this. And we finally found one about 2 weeks ago, signed the lease, and we've been moving. But we finally got moved in about 4 or 5 days ago, something like that. So that's pretty much the reason why I haven't been making videos, especially the whole COVID-19 crisis and issue and all that. My next video was actually supposed to be Beer Battles Episode 2, Keystone Light versus, or no, not Keystone Light, Keystone Ice versus Natural Ice. But it's hard to find those beers right now, and especially my local Walmart is flipping out right now. They're only letting a certain amount of people go in at a time, and it's just hectic. So I've just been buying my beers at the gas station, and a lot of the ice beers are sold out. I guess people are wanting more bang for their buck in these crisis situations. But nonetheless, we're going to go ahead and start making beer reviews again now that we're in our new place. And this is only going to be a little bit of a temporary setup right now. Upstairs, I actually have a room dedicated to my videos and everything. It's not finished yet, but once it's done, guarantee I'm going to be making more videos from that room. So tonight, like I said, we're going to be doing a revisit of Coors Light. I did this review about a year ago, but we're going to go ahead and do a revisit of it. Because, I mean, a lot can change in a year. I mean, as you can see, this whole coronavirus thing changed in a month. So, we're going to go ahead and give it an aggressive pour like I do with all of my beers. Especially cheap domestic light beers. That's how they're meant to be poured. Got to see that head. This is kind of a weird glass, so the head's about 4.5, 5 finger head. Let's go ahead and give it a smell. Very corny. You can smell the malt in there. Very light on the nose. I'm going to go ahead and try to get the rest of this in here. But that head is kind of aggressive. Try to pour it a little bit slower this time. But while that head's dying down, how has everybody been doing in this whole coronavirus situation? Like, here in my state, we got about 4,800 cases and about 130 something deaths, something like that. So if you guys want to let me know how it is in your state, go ahead and drop it in the comments below. But I'm about a 2 finger head right now, and that's more normal looking to me. Very clear, pale yellow color. Typical of your Miller Lights, Bud Lights, even Keystone Natural Light. Although I think Natural Light's a little bit not as yellow as this beer. Go ahead and pour the rest of this in. And that's it. And this beer is coming in at 4.2% for people who don't know much about this beer. This used to be my go-to beer, and I have been buying it a little bit more recently lately because, I mean, a lot of the cheaper beers have been sold out, even though this is a cheap beer. But I normally buy things like Keystone Light, Natural Light, things like that, just because it's cheap and it doesn't taste that much different than these premium, excuse me, I've already had a couple of these. Premium beers. These aren't premium beers, they're light beers. They're not much different than Keystone Light or Natural Light, but we're gonna go ahead and give this a revisit. So we're gonna go ahead and give it a taste, see what we got here. There's a slight sweetness. Carbonation burns, not all that bad, it's not all that high. This had been sitting out for about 5 minutes prior to making the video, but it's still pretty cold. And as you can see, that head's died down quite a bit. Give it another taste. It's good. There's a reason why this used to be my #1 go-to beer. I would either buy this or Miller Lite, but I preferred this over Miller Lite, although I still buy Miller Lite to this day. It's just, for the past few months, I've been buying Keystone Light Natural Light because, I mean, they're a fraction of the price and the taste is not that much noticeable. And even with this, now I do notice the difference between this and Keystone Light. I do. A lot of people say that they are the same beers. I disagree with that. Keystone Light, to me, it's a little bit less, it's more like, almost like brewed with tap water or something. It has a little bit of a lesser quality taste, but I'll still buy it and I will still drink it again. Now, to me, this does taste a little bit better than the Keystone Light and Natural Light, but is it worth paying a couple bucks extra for a case of this stuff? I'm gonna go ahead and take another sip and I'll tell you, my opinion at least. It's really good. It's really good beer. Good light beer. I like Coors Light better out of bottles than I do cans. I don't know if that's just my mind playing tricks on me, or I get a little bit less of that metallic-y flavor from the can, but I do prefer Coors Light out of a bottle more than I do a can. But I'm gonna go ahead and give this a rating. I don't remember what I gave the rating on this beer the last time that I did it. I think I might have given it a 10 because it was my favorite light beer at the time. I will go ahead and give it a solid 8 as of now, because I've had other beers and I don't want to be biased and be like, this is the best beer ever, because it's not even close. Doesn't even scrape the edge of the best beers out there. But it's dependable. It's not too expensive. I think I picked up a 12-pack of this for right around 10 bucks. And see, the thing is, I can get Natural Light or Keystone Light in a 15-pack for 8. See the problem there? It's cheaper, and you get 3 more beers, and it's cheaper. So, will I buy it again? Yeah, I'll buy it again, of course. Of course. See what I did there? But it's not something I'm going to buy every single weekend. This is something I'll buy every other weekend, every other month. Or right now in this coronavirus situation, if this is all they got, then of course I'm going to buy it. That or Miller Lite, Bud Light, any of those. Although I tend to like, I don't enjoy Bud Light as much as I do Coors or Miller. But yeah, it's a good beer. I suggest trying it for sure. It's not bad. It's good. I mean, it was my go-to for a reason, right? I'm just saying, if you're a light beer drinker like me, I mean, I do enjoy other beers as well besides light beers, but primarily on the weekends when I'm looking to just drink, it's going to be light beer. Maybe 1 or 2 Guinnesses to start the night off, but then after that, it's strictly light beer. But, with that being said, if you are a light beer drinker, like me, like a lot of people out there watching these videos, and you want a beer that's dependable, cheap, and going to get you through the night, and not going to break the bank, then I would suggest probably trying Keystone Light or Natural Light. The taste is not that much different. Yes, it's a little bit lower quality. It's the same alcohol content. And it still tastes good. So, I mean, you can do what you want. Like I said, I will buy this again, but it's about around 10 bucks here in Missouri for a 12-pack, or $8 for a 15-pack of Keystone Light or Natural Light. Now, that decision I'm going to leave up to you guys, but I mean, the decision's clear for me. Most of the time, it's going to be Natural Light or Keystone Light. But with that being said, that's the end of this review. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Hopefully next time I'll have my room. Excuse me, beer burps, especially with these carbonated beers. These light beers, there's a lot of burps. But hopefully when I come back in my next video, my room upstairs will be finished. And we can finally start getting these videos out to you guys regularly. So, thank you guys for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Stay safe, everybody, and cheers.